Hi virtual passengers, and welcome back to the stream. This is your pilot Captain Keller speaking, and today we're doing an EasyJet flight from Gatwick to Venice. I'm going to be using online ATC on the IVAO network today, so we've got tower for our departure out of Gatwick, but it doesn't look like we've got much more ATC outside of that, so that's not going to be a problem. I thought I would change the videos up slightly and get rid of things like the flight planning section, the various transitions into different stages of flight, and just let it fade in and out. And also I'm not going to speed up any parts of the flight, as I say, we'll just fade in and out. So let me know in the comments what you think. Frame rate seems a little bit choppy today, which is a bit of a worry, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But flight time today is going to be just over 2 hours, and hopefully we should be having a good flight. The weather here is a little bit overcast, but we should be getting up over the clouds, and we'll go through the flight plan and everything once we're in the cockpit and getting ready to set up. So without further ado, let's go in and let's have a look. I'm also considering doing things like streaming. If anybody's interested in watching me stream, again, let me know in the comments. And also doing some smaller flights as well, in some smaller aircraft like the Kodiak. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, again, please let me know. So let's go in and start getting set up. So having a look around the cockpit, yep, the frames are sort of sticking at 30 to 35 frames, so that's fine. So what we'll do first of all is let's have a look at the flight for today before we start getting everybody boarded. So if we have a look at Simbury first of all, you can see here that we are taking off from Gatwick to Tessera, which is the other name for Venice, and we're looking at just over 6.5 tons of fuel on board today. We're leaving from runway 26 left. I have checked the weather, and 26 left and 04 right are the best approaches for runways today, and I have also checked with online air traffic control, and they are departing from runway 26 left, so that's all good. We have got a total of 112 passengers on board today, with a takeoff weight of just over 60 tonnes and a zero fuel weight of 54 tonnes. With regards to altitudes, today we are looking at pretty simple really. We're going to be cruising at 39,000 feet. So from that point of view, it should be a nice easy high cruise today, and get us out of the worst of any of the cloud. So that's fine. If I now show you the map that we're doing today, effectively we're going to leave Gatwick in an easterly direction. After we've taken off from runway 26 left, we're going to turn around, and then we're going to head off in an easterly direction, cross the channel and into Belgium, fly over Luxembourg, and just touch into Germany, or fly quite a bit of Germany actually, and then just straight over Austria, and then come down into Venice, Switzerland and Austria, and then come down into Venice. So we'll see the Alps on our right as we're coming here, and top of descent is about here. So hopefully we'll see the Alps depending on what the weather is like in Venice. So if we have a now look at the Navigraph charts, so as I say, we are departing out on the departure route we're using today is, once I can find it on here because it keeps moving, the Minfo 1 Mike departure. So we're up here at the moment, probably going to taxi down to 26 left, so we're probably just going to use Papa basically, and then ATC will get us to hold here, and then we'll take off on 26 left. And then we are going to effectively do a 180, come out to Acorn at 5,000 feet, and then once we've hit Acorn we'll increase to 6,000 feet when we hit Minfo, and then depending on what air traffic control does then, if they're no longer in view, then we shall just climb up to our cruising altitude and have a nice flight across to Venice. With regards to our arrival today, we're going to be using the ILS onto runway 04, so we're effectively coming round. I'm going to try and get a direct in from Laren, so we'll have a look. So we're using the Albert 2 Echo arrival, so we're basically just doing a step round here, a bit of a zigzag. That's just to help us to slow down. Then we're going to hit Laren, Once we've hit Laren, it'll be straight in, so I need to be at 3,000 feet to hit the ILS. So hopefully it's all going to be good today. Okay, alright. So let's go ahead and start getting the plane set up and contact tower for our clearance. So ground power is on, batteries are on, the crew supply is on, and the ADs are aligning. 1, 2, 3. Start to get the passengers boarded and the crew boarded. Let's just turn the dials up first. Right, that's the dials turned up. We also need to move that to hectopascals. I don't know why it's all of a sudden started defaulting to inches of mercury, but it is what it is. So let's go in and start getting the passengers boarded, shall we? So operate the jetway, and also handling by ASIG, that's fine. And if we can, let's start boarding.
Boarding requested.
So the jetway's coming in, so we'll be boarding passengers shortly. I have operated the jetway. GSX is having a funny 5 minutes. And boarding's requested, that's all good.
Do you want to board crew?
Oh.
Passengers boarding starting.
Yeah, that's all good. Excellent. So that's the passengers coming on. Let's load the sim brief plan. Turn the no smoking sign to on. Seatbelt signs will leave off at the moment. Put the nav light on so people know that we're in the aircraft. Load the flight plan. And then go in and put in the amount of fuel that we need for today. So fuel is, and then I need to make a note of my centre of gravity, etc. So fuel for our flight today is 6586. 6586. And payload today, we have got 112 passengers.
Hello.
So that's given us a 53140 for 0 fuel weight. And we need to be at 54.1, so need another 2,000 of kilos of cargo. Gives us 54140, that's close enough. So CG is 33.7. So Z, F, W and CG. CG 33.75 and 0 fuel weight 54140. Okay. Good, that's happening now. So now what we're going to do is start setting up the aircraft. So check the FMGC, make sure the air rack is proper. It is, that's fine. Okay, so we now go to the init page and we start putting in the information. EGKK to lips. That's fine. IRS init on reference, which is where I am now. Flight number today is Easy23 Uniform Delta. Easy23 Uniform Delta. Cost index for the flight today, I believe, is 4. Yep, and the cruising altitude is 390. 390. Well, it's a chilly minus 52 degrees. Okay. Right, arrow to go to the next page. 0 fuel weight is 54.1. and the centre of gravity is 33.75. So 33.75. Our block fuel is 6586. So 6.586. That's that done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is enter the flight plan. So what I'm going to do now is just make contact with tower and just request our clearance. So tower's frequency is currently... Oh, it's only Unicom. Okay, that's fine. There's no tower. Just double check that it's not going to pick up. No, there's no tower, so that's fine by me. It doesn't look like we've got any air traffic control all the way through, to be fair. Just double check on the other map. Oh yeah, we have got a little bit of, well, no air traffic control, so it's all going to be Unicom today. So the good thing about that is I don't need to request clearance. Okay, so let's go through and start setting up the flight plan. So I'm going to put the flight plan in now, guys, and I'll come back to you once the flight plan has all been input and we're starting to set up the departure. See you shortly. Okay, welcome back. The flight plan has been put in, so I'm just going to quickly check through the ARC just to make sure that there's no glaring problems. And then I'm going to put in the departure. Nope, all looks good to me. Okay, so what we're going to do now is put in the departure. So departure today is the Minfo 1 Mike. Departure from 26 left on the Minfo 1 Mike departure. There it is there. Insert that. Okay, just check again that there's no discontinuities. There's one there. Clear that. Clear that to there. Just check to make sure there's no others. No. Okay, so flight plan, there we go. So take off, turn left. Sorry, turn right and basically come back on ourselves. Okay. Excellent, so that's been set up. So what I need to do now is just check the weather, I'd imagine, because I'm going to need the QNH. So let's go and get the weather. AOC menu, weather request, send. So we'll wait for that to come back. While we're waiting for that to come back, we'll just have a look at the first hard altitude stop on our departure. So first hard altitude stop on our departure is 4,000 feet. So we'll set that now. Boarding has been completed, so that's good. In that case, you might as well operate the jetway, please. Take the jetway away if everybody's on. Okay, fuel should hopefully be done now. Fuel is done, so we can now put the seatbelt sign on. Turn on fuel pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And might as well start the APU up. Okay, alright, that's that done. Have we got the weather in? Yes, we have. So, return, receive messages. Let's get the meter, let's print that. And then we're going to set up the performance. Okay, so METAR today is 7 degrees, 5 degree dew point, and the QNH is 1027. No significant changes expected in Venice, where it is 7 degrees and -3 is the dew point. So let's put the QNH in now at 1027. Put it in the standby. And put it in the main one. Excellent. Let's go in and set up the performance of the aircraft. So performance, I'll put the zero fuel weights in a minute. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Thrust reduction, airport elevation is... The airport elevation? Tower ground, that's 26 left. I've got airport elevation is 203, so we're looking at a 1200 thrust reduction. And we're going flaps 1. And 1200 in there. Let's set up our calculations. So calculator, that's fine. So we're using the A320. Our gross weight today, according to SimBrief, so our takeoff weight is going to be 60504. 60504 kilos. Centre of gravity was 33.75. Flaps 1, no anti-ice, no air conditioning packs on. EGKK is where we're taking off from runway 26 left. Dry runway, and we are looking at 1027, that's fine. So calculate. So we've got a V1 speed of 148. Rotate speed of 148, V2 speed of 151, and we've got a trim setting of down 1.2. Down 1.2. And we're flexing to temp 6.8. Good, that's done. Okay, right. Next thing to do is I've turned on the seatbelt signs, set the altitude. That's done. Dots are all on there. APU is started, so that's fine. Set altimeter, haven't flown this plane for a while. Flight director's on. Yeah. Initial climb, ensure all dots are shown, refueling is completed, that's fine. So APU is ready, and now we can request pushback. So put the APU bleed on, come off external power. Just double check that there is no air traffic control. Oh yes, we've got tower on 124230. I better just check that they haven't changed the settings, the things. So we've got Charlie on contact, departing runway 26 left, QNH is 1028. Okay, and tower is on 124.230. Good afternoon, Gatwick Tower. This is EasyJet Uniform Delta on stand 53 with information Charlie requesting push and start.
EasyJet Uniform Delta, hold position. Are you ready to copy clearance?
Gatwick Tower, yes, we are ready to copy clearance. EasyJet Uniform Delta.
Easy 23 Uniform Delta, you're cleared to your destination on the MIMFO 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 2243.
Cleared to Venice on the MIMFO 1 Mike departure using runway 26 left, squawk 2243, Easy 23 Uniform Delta.
Easy 23 Uniform Delta, readback is correct. QNH 1027, push and start is approved, face east.
QNH 1027, push and start approved, facing east, Easy 23 Uniform Delta. Gatwick Tower, Easy 23 Uniform Delta, requesting taxi.
Easy 23 Uniform Delta, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 26 left, via Lima, Papa and Alpha Sierra.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 1 on 26 left via Lima, Papa, Alpha, Sierra, Easy 23 Uniform Delta. Gatwick Tower, Easy 23 Uniform Delta, holding short Alpha 1, runway 26 left.
Easy 23 Uniform Delta, surface winds are 221 degrees at 5 knots, runway 26 left, you're good for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 left, Easy 23 Uniform Delta. Okay, here we go. Let's take off. Engines run up. Everything's stable. Put that back onto engine. Speed tape's low, 40 knots. 60 knots, a little bit of right rudder. Weather's loading in. A lot of right rudder. 100 knots. 120 knots, 140 knots, rotate, positive climb, gear up. Thousand feet, auto throttle on, autopilot on, flaps up, feet off the rudders, thrust climb.
Easy 23 Uniform Delta, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, have a good flight.
Monitor Unicom on 122.8. Thank you ever so much for your help. Have a good afternoon. Bye bye. So we should be in lever climb. Okay, and we're off. So let's have a look around and see, shall we? Right guys, we're just going to climb up and get into cruise altitude, so enjoy cruise.
1 and Delta is on board request IVAO clearance destination. Okay, thank you.
Welcome back, passengers. I hope you enjoyed the cruise. We've just dropping down to our final 3,000 feet. Just waiting to pick up the ILS for the runway now. We are fully configured for landing. I just got to put the gear down in about 5 miles time. So everything's looking good. The flight itself was pretty standard. So as I say, just literally waiting for the ILS now. And then once we've got that, that'll take us all the way down to the runway. We're on our final approach speed, and we've got full flaps down, so gear will be going down at about 5 or 6 miles out. So enjoy this final approach into Venice. We'll see some nice sights as we go through, and hopefully everything will go through, everything will go smoothly. That's approach mode armed, we've got the glide slope, and we're going in. I'll turn the autopilot off at about 1,000 feet. I just need to let everybody know. Venice traffic, this is EasyJet Uniform Delta established ILS runway 04 right. 8 mile final. That's everybody aware now. I need to set my missed altitude, which is 5,000. On runway heading, so we can see some nice churches and things down here. Churches and industrial units. It's quite pretty, isn't it, really? And there's the island of Venice, with the cruise ships in the harbour. Okay. As much as the scenery is nice, we need to start making sure that we're ready for landing. Pretty much bang on time, 2 hours 5 minute flight time. I started it at taxi, so we're pretty much bang on. Just ding the cabin to let them know we're getting ready to land. 6 miles out, gear down. Okay, right, let's get my feet on the pedals. Slight tailwind coming from the left, shouldn't cause us too much hassle. We are now ready for landing.
$1,000.
1,000 feet. Autopilot is off. I have control. Keeping an eye on everything. Localizer the lot. Not panicking about anything. First Officer Luther is under the desk at the moment, wanting to play my rudder pedals. Slow descent slightly. Just small movements. Something a bit quicker.
$500.
500.
$400.
See my shadow on the ground in front there? That is pretty cool.
300. 100 above. $200. Minimum.
Minimums continue. Don't know who planted a tree right at the end of the runway there.
100. 50. 40. Retard.
Retarding engines. Bit floaty.
5.
We are down. Reverse is set. 80 knots. Reverse is turned off. Manual braking. And we'll depart on this taxiway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Venice Airport, where the local time is 3:45 in the afternoon. Just getting ourselves nicely lined up. Getting ready to slow down a little bit. There we go. Welcome to Venice, everybody. We're just going to cut the engines now. Parking brakes are on. Start the APU. Huh, didn't realise I did that. And it's a good park, I guess. Right, let's get the stairs in. I turned the power off completely by accident. I'll request the deboarding. Don't leave the APU on. Up come the stairs. I must say, ladies and gentlemen, that was probably one of my best flights. So I hope you enjoyed the flight. We'll just wait for the first couple of passengers to leave.
Boarding requested. Passenger's bus is coming.
Just wait for the passenger bus to arrive to take them to the terminal. The baggage containers are opening so they can get them out of the belly of the aircraft. Just waiting for the bus to arrive now. Here it comes. Or maybe that wasn't the bus. Yes, it is the bus. Here it comes. So the baggage will start to come off shortly. There you go. The baggage is already starting to come off. Here's the bus. Just see the first couple of passengers coming off and then we'll say goodbye.
Passengers, the boarding starting.
Here they come. So guys, thank you very much for joining me for this flight. I hope to see you again in the future. So I've got plenty of content for 2023, and a mixture of airline and smaller planes. So don't forget, let me know in the comments if you would want to see me stream, if you're happy to see videos with the smaller aircraft, or if you prefer to have just the airliners, and also what you think of the new video format. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like. Thank you. Thank you for flying with Captain Keller today. Speak again soon. Bye bye.